Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayu Enda Lestari, majoring in accounting at Mercu Buana University. I made this video to fulfill the major assignment from Mr. Aris. In this video, I will tell you about myself and my choice about two different things, which I will explain later. Happy watching! Hello everyone, my name is Ayu Enda Lestari. You can call me Ayu. I was born in Cilacap, June 12, 1998. Alhamdulillah, I have a complete family until now. This is my father. He is the first man to make me fall hard. He is tall with neat black hair. He has small round eyes and a sharp nose. Well, unfortunately, this pointy nose didn't come down to me. This is my mother, the most beautiful woman in the world. She has a body that is not too tall. Sometimes when my mom go out with me, people say we're younger siblings because I'm taller than my mother. She has a round face and slightly slanted eyes. I am the first child and have a younger sister who is currently in grade 1 high school. Her name is Chandra. She has a beautiful face and she is taller than me. This is something that sucks for me, but it's okay. She has long blonde hair. She has a round face with small round eyes and a snub nose. Speaking of hobbies, I really like cooking, watching movies, and makeup. Yes, because away from parents, I have to do something myself. One example is cooking. Yes, I'm a native Javanese descendant. I have been in Jakarta for 4 years. My goal to migrate to this metropolitan city is to learn to live independently and to gain as much experience as possible. I don't want my life to always depend on my parents. So, since graduating from high school, I have the courage to find a job in Jakarta. I am currently working for PT Nusa Prima Pangan or Solaria as a finance staff. I am also a student at Mercu Buana University majoring in accounting. Now I am in semester 2. Speaking of college, I'm currently studying online. Honestly, I don't like online teaching and learning activities because we can explore ourselves other than that. It makes it difficult for us and to have discussion with lecturers and other friends. I prefer teaching and learning activities directly. I think direct learning will make us better understand the material. I will flashback a little here. In the first semester, the teaching and learning activities were still running normally. Everything was done directly. But because of the COVID-19 pandemic, since March, teaching and learning activities have been carried out online. In first semester, because the class I took was the employee class, so the lecture start at 7 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Usually after work at 5 p.m., I immediately prepared to go to the Meruya campus. I went there using the commuter line train. Why did I choose to use the commuter line instead of Transjakarta? Yep, in this video I will explain a little and make a comparison for these two modes of transportation. It is undeniable the most people commute to and from work by one or even both of these transportation. These two means of transportations equally help us in crossing the dense, hot, and flooded area of Jakarta. Also help those of us who live outside the Jakarta area to visit Jakarta easily. But these two means of transportation have their own advantage and disadvantage. Have you often felt the test of both of them going up? How can test? In my opinion, there are still striking differences between the two. Anything following the review. First, passenger transport capacity. Commuter line. Do you know, in one trip the commuter line can carry more than 3,000 passengers during peak hours. So, in one day the commuter line can accommodate more than 600,000 passengers per day. Quite a lot of carrying capacity also still lacking. This means that the public's interest in the commuter line is extraordinary, so that the commuter line carriage always look crowded every morning and evening. Transjakarta. The normal capacity of Transjakarta in one bus is 35 seat passengers and 50 private passengers. If it's rush hours, maybe it could be more than that. This capacity is far from what the commuter line can carry. 2. Queue wait. Commuter line. Queuing is our culture. Taking the commuter line cannot be separate from queuing. It's just that, to wait for the train, we can sit down. If we are thirsty, we can buy the snack at the mini market that are available at several stations such as Jatinegara, Manggarai, Cakung, etc. If you have urge to pee, you can go to the toilet first. The point is not bad. And we can monitor the position of the train that we are waiting for through loudspeakers, which is usually notified by station officer. Transjakarta. Honestly, I personally feel lazy when queuing for Transjakarta. The line is really stiff. Once you stand there, then whatever you experience, thirsty, hungry, desperate to go to the bathroom, even dizzy, you have to keep standing there. Can't go anywhere because if you leave the queue, your queue will be grabbed by people and you have to repeat queuing from the behind. The arrival and position of the buses are not clear because there is no information. Except that at several Transjakarta bus stop, there are already large TV screen that contain the position of the bus, but even then only at a few bus stop. 3. Smooth traffic. Commuter line. The commuter line is clean, meaning it is clean from intruders. As a result, the commuter line trip is free of traffic jams, free of red light, but you can still get stuck in queue to enter the station. However, commuter line are the fastest in terms of travel time compared to Transjakarta bus. Transjakarta. It is no longer a strange thing that the Transjakarta bus route is a route that is difficult to clear from intruders. There is no motorbike or car, even though I have been given a warning of 1 million fines, but still trying. As a result, the Transjakarta bus lane is still jammed. If there is a foot, several Transjakarta bus corridors have to temporarily stop. 4. Mileage. Commuter line. Commuter line has a very long distance. This train reaches Jakarta supporting area, namely Bogor, Depok, Bekasi, and Tangerang. But the drawback is, the commuter line only stop at stations located in certain area. So, to go to even smaller areas, you have to connect either taking an angkot or Transjakarta. For example, you want to go to Kalideres bus station. When you get off at Kalideres station, you have to connect again to take an angkot to get to the bus station. Transjakarta. Transjakarta is a special bus traveling around Jakarta. Almost all areas in Jakarta are passed by the bus. This bus can reach areas where the commuter line does not pass. This minimizing connecting public transportation or motorcycle taxis. It's pretty economical too. 5. Facilities. Commuter line. At Jabodetabek station, there are almost complete facilities, starting from toilet, prayer rooms, mini market, trash cans, and seats. So, not bad. While waiting for the train, we can snack, can pray, or just sit and sit. Transjakarta. Transjakarta bus stops can be said to have minimal facilities. There are no toilet, no place to eat. Even a place to sit is like a miracle. Even if there are only a few, it is also outside the line of the bus queue. You have to leave the bus stop first before you can buy drink or snack. Thank goodness you can find the toilet outside the bus stop. You have to be physically and mentally stronger to take Transjakarta during rush hour. From the review that I discussed earlier, I can draw the conclusion. 1. The carrying capacity of commuter line train passengers is more than Transjakarta buses. 2. The waiting queues from commuter line trains are still better than Transjakarta buses. 3. The smooth traffic of commuter line trains is still more reliable than Transjakarta buses. There is no such things as traffic jams on a commuter line train. 4. Transjakarta bus travels further than commuter line trains. Transjakarta buses cover more areas of Jakarta to smaller area. 5. Commuter line train facilities are more supportive of passenger needs than Transjakarta buses. That was a little about me and my choice about transportation in Jakarta. See you in the next video. Bye!